Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to War on the Sea, a new World War II strategy and war game out by the folks at Killerfish Games, the developers who brought us Cold Waters. This is part 2 of my US campaign of this, sort of my first look at this game, and we're picking up where we left off last time. We're about to go into battle again with some cruisers in line and potentially some Japanese submarines out there. But we'll see how that plays out. In our last episode, we got the campaign started. We moved some ships toward a couple of islands that we wanted to take, and we sank a Japanese submarine, kind of in a Greyhound-style fashion where we forced it to the surface and then hit it with guns. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right back into this. This was taken from a live stream on my Twitch channel. I'm going to do a little bit of editing. A lot of times I usually just do straight Let's Plays. In this case, I'm going to try and edit out some of the dead space because this is a fairly slow-paced campaign the way I'm playing. I'm not rushing a ton of warships forward. I'm trying to be a little bit more methodical. So I'll do a little bit of editing to try and kind of jump around to the interesting. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you guys at the end. Is that... I almost thought I saw from the vantage point... Oh, I missed shooting down the aircraft. I almost saw from the vantage point of the planes. I clicked on the ships because I thought I saw torpedoes in the water down here. Oh, no! Turn! Fuck! Why are there so many enemy submarines? We took another goddamn torpedo. Heavy damage, critical flooding. She's gonna go under. Fuck! That's the second torpedo from a Japanese submarine that Chester took. I mean, the damage control is already working. It looks like they're already counter-flooding back here. But it's probably too much damage if it's critical flooding already. I set it from the torpedoes are like, I don't know what that is. Squid? Yeah, I should probably not do line ahead. Chester's still making 13 knots. Just trying to get out of there. Let's see if we can detect this enemy sub a little bit more quickly. Alright, so I think they all have their sonar on. They do. Fuck again, USS Saratoga! Urena, probably. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see how I do in this. Can our Wildcats help spot anything from the air? Can we bring them down a little? I mean, maybe they can spot like a shadow in the water. New contact. God damn it. Go shoot down this enemy aircraft. Another enemy float plane, huh? We haven't detected the sub yet. Kind of surprised. We're swinging out, trying. No, don't follow the waypoints. Attack the damn aircraft. I like how they're attacking my warships and not... I guess that it is fitting for the Japanese that they'd be attacking the warships and not... No! Oh, the aircraft. Okay, so it looks like our anti-aircraft shot down the enemy aircraft. I don't think I'm going to pick up this damn sub. Time compression is not available. Usually that only happens when there's enemies close in. Chester, you don't look so good. It does look like they're controlling the flooding. Is there anything out here? Time compression's not available. Where the fuck is this guy? Looks like the flooding might be under control. Is that the sub back there? That would be awfully close in. Let's try turning in this way over here and see if we can get closer. If that's the sub, that's one ballsy sub skipper. I mean, I swear I see a shadow over here. Why are we not turning? Okay. B1s are cruiser subs with float planes. Good to know, Cap. I'm confused. Are we turning or not? It doesn't look like it to me. Well, this destroyer's doing something. No, don't do that. Stop. Okay. Yeah, you finally started turning. Thanks. Now you're doing circles. I don't understand the controls of these ships very well. Slow down a little bit. Shouldn't you double back? Like, why are these guys so poor at controlling? I thought I saw a shadow. Now I don't know where it is. Okay. Okay, find the damn... Nothing? No target? Alright. Well, I think we'll go ahead and skip this battle then. I've got to wait 3 minutes because I guess. J Street, thanks for the bits. Narsus, thank you for the follow. I mean, I've got planes up. I've got Wildcats up. They don't seem to be finding anything. Oh, shit. I detected it. Depth charge on 1. Where'd you go? We lost contact? Slow down a bit. She was right over in this area. Alright, we got her again. Wasp is not sunk. Got Anon. Alright, so we've detected another enemy submarine. She put a fish into the Chester. Chester took another torpedo earlier in the day from another Japanese submarine, which we did manage to sink. It looks like her heavy flooding and damage is at least moderately under control. The list has been righted a bit, so she's in better shape. Meanwhile, the Drayton is working on getting a fire control solution. It is a Type 1B. We've identified that. Fire control solutions up to 96. Give me 5 depth charges for this guy. The campaign so far is going okay, but we're still really early on. Alright, so let's go ahead and close in on this Type 1B. Looks like we're saying is it 33 feet? So there's... Is he, like, preparing to fire or something? That's like, periscope depth. Come on, Drayton. Do your thing. How many depth charges do you have? 21. Is the Drayton the one who sank the other enemy ship? I feel like it was. Looks like we're going to kind of come right over the top of it. It's not changing depth. Range is under 300 yards. I expect to see those depth charges rolling soon. We're going to witness a scene from Greyhound? Well, we witnessed a scene from Greyhound a little bit ago when we damaged the enemy sub and then it surfaced and we sank it with deck guns, right? Granted, I haven't seen that movie, but I have seen a clip on YouTube for it. Alright, let's see. Come on, guys. Submarine warfare is so slow. Dark Him, thanks for the follow. J Street, thank you for the sub. 2 months now. Appreciate the support, dude. All the little bitty donations and now a sub. Alright, guys. Start rolling the charges. You're at 100 yards. Oh, there you go. There the charges go. Let's take a look at the sub. Oh my god, poor Submariner. She's going right over top. Why are they drop depth charges too early, it seems to me. All right, more are coming down, though. Oh, he's diving. He's down to 170 feet, or at least our solution's a bit better on him. Was that it? Oh, come on. All right, so we lose contact on the sub. Deeper. Take her deeper, Chief. All right, so we lose contact on the sub primarily because of the depth charges causing turbulence. I really like, you know, it's a little bit slow. It's a little bit tedious. I don't think it's for everybody, but I do think the sub hunting in this game is very well done. I imagine that's because of, you know, I'm sure they used a lot of what they built for Cold Waters. But I do think that element is very well done. Perhaps a little bit too frequent that your ships get surprised by subs and torpedoed, but... AI always seems to launch too early. I suppose I could manually order the dropping. This is not the Atlantic, Pandora. This is actually in the Pacific. I apologize for the slightly misleading... Not slightly misleading. Very misleading video title. Alright, so it says we're at 1,000 yards? Really? That doesn't seem right. This says 200 yards. These guys aren't 1,000 yards apart. I guess they could be. Alright, we've detected the Type 1B again. Hey, Drayton, it's like right under you. I think we can do this. Are you guys sure this is the delay in firing? This isn't like the depth? I feel like this might be the depth. I'm going to take command of this guy and try and do it myself. Although those AI destroyers might get in the way. You can purchase ships, but there's no like building per se. You just, if you have the command points, you get them. It only the campaign at the moment is only the Guadalcanal campaign. So worth keeping that in mind. Which I think is pretty interestingly modeled, but like there's no, you're not back in you're not back in the US managing. Am I going to collide these ships? Managing shipyards. It's down to 262 feet. I may get my ships collided. Why are you turning in away? Turn in. You should be turning inside, not outside. God damn it. Stupid. Collision! Sound collision alarm. Boink? Do they take damage when they do that? Minor flooding, minor damage. Hey, look, you're on top of the enemy sub. Why don't you just go ahead and fire? Oh no, you're going to blow your own ships up if friendly fire is on. You're both going to do it. Might as well. Hey, that rear shot was pretty good. Can't really tell if we're close enough to be doing any damage, but we're giving each other a little kiss up there above the water. You have orders to attack, right? Hey guys, maybe you should stop firing now. Just a thought. They kept dropping. Doesn't look like any damage done to the sub, best as I can tell. Are they still dropping? That enemy sub's getting... I mean, Chester's... What is she doing, by the way? How about you go away, Chester? Alright, so I think these guys are going to try and attack. But apparently the enemy sub is moving faster than they are, so we'll go ahead and speed things up to 10 knots. That's how rowboats are made. Close the range. Alright, the Reed's coming in as well. Reed's coming in faster at 19 knots. We'll just let the AI do this. 3 subs, you should have the edge. Or 3 destroyers, you should have the edge. Okay. Are you guys gonna collide again? Because you're definitely like cutting each other off. Alright. Time compression ends as depth charges are going down. These ones look like they might be slightly better. They're still toward the rear of the ship though, although some of them are coming down toward the front. This one's a little off. They look like they might be detonating too deep. Oh, I don't know if that one got it or not. The front of the boat looks darker. I think it's taken some damage. We have another destroyer coming over. Hopefully it's going to drop its own depth charges. The enemy's depth is changing. It's going slightly deeper. No, we actually have 2 destroyers coming up. Captain Shadow, thanks for the prime. Sub, those depth charges are way off by the looks of it. Some of them are getting a little closer, though. How many depth charges does it take to sink a damn sub? That one got it, I think. It looked like the texture on the back of the sub changed a bit. Oh, that one's right on. Oh, right amidship. That thing's gonna be dead for sure. I think it's already sinking. Yeah. There we go. We got another. We did take another torpedo to the poor Chester. Alright. right, so you can see moderate damage to the Drayton and the Destroyer. She already had moderate damage. The Chester took heavy damage, but we sank another Type B1 sub for another 2 command points. We also shot down 2 enemy aircraft with our Wildcats, which were on cap, and another Iron Coffin in the bottom of the South Pacific. Task Force 6 is way back here. One. How'd you guys move max? 1 oiler and 1 destroyer. Meanwhile, the heavy cruisers are the ones that are taking all the punishment. All right, so get these guys back to New Hebrides. Hopefully we can avoid more enemy subs. Renelli Island is ready to launch aircraft, so her Wildcats are back. Looks like Chester will make it back to port. Task Force 6, Sea State 3. Uh-oh. I should stop complaining about enemy submarines. This is for sure another submarine. Because there's no other indication of what it could be. The AI really seems to spam subs. All right. Turn the damn ship. I'm just going to tell him immediately. Max speed, turn. Because there's got to be an enemy. There's got to be a salvo of enemy fish coming in. By the way, this is a weird gray sky. So this might be a little gamey. I haven't spotted enemy torpedoes yet. But I'm banking. Let me leave this battle ASAP. I don't want my fleet oiler to get hit. I've only got 1 destroyer. It's not gamey. Run away! Rudder amidship. I'm just zigzagging. Good point. Oh shit. There's the fish. They're gonna miss. My hard turn saved my oiler. Although my destroyer might run into those fish. No, actually they're... Alright. Good job, oiler. Alright, now pick up the damn sub. Alright, so we're going to tell the oiler to get the hell out of Dodge. We're going to have the destroyer kind of close in. I don't know if we're going to... If we can quickly find this guy, maybe I'll try and depth charge him. Oiler has balls. Oilers lead the way! Right? No, that's not what they do? Come on. Rudder controls are frustrating. Alright, slow down a little bit. You gotta try and get a sonar contact on this guy. This isn't gonna be easy, just with 1 DD. Drop a barrel of oil. Alright, so the torpedoes missed at least. I guess that's lesson number 1. Always turn hard. If you don't know what you're fighting, just start turning. Sonar is running. Can't compress time. We're moving at 12 knots in the direction of where the torpedoes were fired from. I don't know if I care enough about these enemy subs to try and fight another one. I think we'll just duck out of this battle. We've already gotten 2 of the enemy subs. How many do we think they have? They sure flooded the ocean with them. Alright, we'll leave. I mean, obviously there was an enemy sub out there. We just didn't detect it. Okay, so our ships are heading back to New Hebrides. Cargo. Let's load the New Hebrides group up with more engineering and supplies. And then set the course for Ranelli, because I do want to turn it into an airbase that I can sort of start dominating the region from. Alright, so I'm going to release the Chester, because she's badly damaged. Task Force 1 will hold there for a minute. And then we'll go ahead and load these guys up with more fuel. And send them back to Ranelli as well. Enemy float plane. Get our Wildcats up to go intercept. Okay. Begin that encounter. That looks like enemy fighters. Alright, so we've got the destroyers and the cargo ships. That didn't look like a float plane. That looked like fighters. I need to change my damn formations. They're set to circular. That is not a circular formation, though. We gonna get some zeros coming in here? So where are these enemy fighters? It looked like there were zeros or enemy aircraft of some kind in the pre-battle report. Where are they at? Meanwhile, our ships are forming formation. Where's our destroyer going? It's going to the outside, I guess. Doesn't make sense necessarily with one destroyer to go in a circle formation. Enemy aircraft spotted where? Engage. Enemy float plane. That's great. I'm sure that means there's an enemy sub behind us somewhere. I swear we saw zeros. Banking back in. The big muscle, no. They were not in the Atlantic. So you can see we're cruising in here. The lead aircraft is closing in on the Japanese here. Looks like a float plane. Hopefully we can shoot it down before it can get a report off. There we go. Shot him down. Torpedo. Fucking A. One of our cargo ships got hit by a torpedo. And she's sinking. It was an enemy sub. It made it look like it was enemy fighters. This probably is the destroyer we let get away. New New aircraft contact. Where? Oh, shit. Zeros. Hey, guys. I recommend you attack. Wildcat 2, I don't know what you're doing out there, but you guys are all gonna die, aren't you? Where are these zeros again? I don't... Hey, Wildcat 5, you've got an enemy on your tail. No! Oh, no! That was a mess. Dude, you had him right in your fucking sights! Oh, he dead too. Wildcat 2, you're all that's left. Hey, sir, I recommend you return to base. Yeah, they're not going to pull harder than a 0, though. How about we leave this battle zone? Zero's like the only World War II plane that you love? What, you don't like B-17s or anything else sexy like that? Big and beefy? Thunderbolt is life. Yeah, Thunderbolt I think I've learned a little bit more respect for the Thunderbolt. Try for what? Sean Mack? My fighters all got shot down. One of my three cargo ships got sunk by an enemy submarine. Spitfire or bust? Yeah, Spitfire's fine. How about the MiG-3, guys? I am partial to the MiG-3. MiG-3 life. For life. Everybody knows that Yuri is the greatest Russian fighter pilot in the history of the world. Oh, the pilots could at least try. Yeah, agree, they suck. Mosquito deserves more respect. I mean, maybe not respect, that's the wrong word. More attention, maybe? The I-15 is your favorite Soviet plane? I don't know if I'd go that far, but Wolfpack 345's sort of role-play type IL-2 series where he started out in an I-15 is pretty sweet. You guys should check that out if you haven't already, if you haven't watched it. He mixes the beginning of each IL-2 battle in with a little bit of role-playing, like he's talking, like, it's kind of like Yuri's talking to his diary or something. Come on, let me out of the damn battle. The Bf-109 is your favorite British plane? That's a little harsh, don't you think? Whoever this Wildcat 2 guy is lucky. He's like, I'm just going to keep flying this way. You guys can go fight the Zeros. None of them lived to tell the tale of his cowardice, so he'll make it back to base because he's a coward. Yeah, time. You can compress time. You can only compress time, though, if, like, ships are a certain distance apart. Alright, let's leave this combat zone. So we lost 3 aircraft, 1 ship. The enemy lost 1 aircraft, no ships. Do we know which ships got hit? Does it tell me what cargo these guys have on them? It doesn't. Okay, good. So we've still got the 100 engineers. I think the ship they sank was empty. Looks like a bunch more zeros. All left full rudder. Everybody turn. What does the enemy have anyway? What are we shooting at? The aircraft? What are these enemy aircraft? Those are zeros. What are they going to do? Strafe my ships? Flak on the zeros. Let's get out of this battle. I don't want to fight it. Are they going to come down and strafe me? .20mm cannons are no joke. Yeah, I know. I just haven't seen the AI use fighter aircraft to strafe. They are, though. Bastards. Oof. They did quite a bit of damage. Minor damage. Ship says minor. Looks like we shot down one of the enemy aircraft. Alright. Moderate damage. Minor flooding. 5 enemy aircraft, 1 shot down. So they only lost 1, I guess. Alright, can we unload now? There we go. So we unloaded at Ranelli Island. That means 100 engineers are there, which means we are close to either being able to build a very minor port there, or... And by the way, I don't know what ports do for you. Like, if I go to any of these other bases, so they've got a port here, but what is that... Like, what does that do for me? A level 5 port lets me buy ships, but... other than that, I don't really know. Time and Tactics, thanks for the follow. Alright, so Ranelli still has 3,000 supplies. So they used 1,000 of the supplies since our first task force arrived. Alright, let's run a course due south and then east. And then I think we're going to begin forming up an invasion task force. See if we can't put troops on Guadalcanal itself. Also, you know what I should do? Let's go back to New Hebrides. Let us build us some submarines. Give me a tambor. Alright, my subs are moving, by the way. I've switched my courses for my ships, hopefully to avoid the enemy submarines. It's nighttime, so the enemy can't send any scout planes out to find me. Gonna play at their own game. A sub war. Damn right. Alright, so let's go check out some of these other task forces. Let's release these guys. Oh, they're not within a... Okay, so enemy, they know I'm here. Shouldn't they be... Why are they all traveling on the surface? Dark, yes, this is on Steam. Technically, sub, I don't think it's listed as early access. It probably should be, but it's not. Okay. Alright. I am going to do... What happens if I release this? Do I get the full amount back? No. Doesn't look like it. Unless it takes till the next day when you get it back. Alright, so our subs are headed north into the gap. On the next day, I think... Yeah. Alright, jumping ahead now, we've got a couple of submarines in and around the Guadalcanal region, and we'll pick this up next time in our next video with some interesting submarine actions that occur in and around the Guadalcanal island. I know this wasn't probably the most exciting video, but there will be more action in the next video as we sort of start moving ahead with our plans to reoccupy Guadalcanal. My general strategy is to flood the island with submarines on all sides to kind of weaken the enemy, send a surface task force up with some landing troops, and then try and take Guadalcanal. But we'll see how that works out in our next video. Until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying once again thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave your thoughts down below, and until next time, I'm out.